Hey divers, Mike here. I'm here with Terry Schaefer at Divers Direct in West Palm and the Sea-Doo RS1 scooter. Terry's going to tell us all about it and we're going to have some fun underwater with it. See you soon.
The Sea-Doo RS1 scooter is one of the most economical and fast scooters out on the market today. It goes about 4.5 miles an hour, does have 3 speeds, a little slightly negatively buoyant, weighs about 20 pounds, so not heavy at all, and it has a lithium-ion battery. To get it to start, basically you just pull down the start switch, green light comes on indicating a fully charged battery, and you have some thumb controls. You push both of the thumb controls down, and by pumping your right thumb, you get the scooter to go the different speeds. Releasing both buttons is going to stop the scooter as well. There are some ballasts in the back that you can either use or not use. Very simple to remove, just to keep it a little bit negative. And easy to charge. In the old days, when you were using scooters, you had to have a pump, get the battery pod out, all of this, and today it's so easy. All you have to do is take the nose cone off. There's a vent plug right here. You're just gonna undo the vent plug. So really, this is the only O-ring that you need to worry about and maintain at all times. There's an actual O-ring down inside of the vent plug. So you're just gonna inspect that, make sure that it looks good. You can use a little bit of silicone grease on that as well. But the charger just plugs right into the top of the unit. You're gonna put this in the wall. Super easy to charge. If it's fully discharged, it takes about 7 hours to charge it fully. There is a quick charge time. It takes a couple of hours to get a half charge. Once the battery is charged, you have a 90-minute run time. Obviously this would last you at least through 2 dives. You're not going to run it the entire time. And like I said, it does have variable speeds, and the top speed is about 4.5 miles an hour. Enough to carry a fully grown man outfitted with scuba gear, definitely. The thing about lithium-ion batteries is that you don't want to store it in the heat. So your best bet is to store it in air conditioning, and you'll extend the life of your battery. Maintenance on it, super easy. You just want to make sure your vent plug with the O-ring is always maintained properly and sealed before you put it in the water, and also while you're cleaning it. And then once you're cleaning it, it's just fresh water. Rinse thoroughly. The big thing about the ion batteries, the lithium-ion batteries, the runtime is great. It's much lighter than the old scooters that had traditional batteries in it. Mike's gonna get a chance to run around with the RS1 this weekend, and we'll see what kind of trouble he can get into. I'm sure it'll be lots of fun.
Hey divers, we're back at Divers Direct after having a ton of fun with the Sea-Doo RS1, and I'm here to tell Terry what I thought of it. And the answer is, loved it. Had a ton of fun with this scooter. It's got 3 speeds, it's got some great applications, especially in this area in Palm Beach where there's a decent amount of current. And in actuality, we were testing it in about a 2.5 knot current, which is pretty healthy. The things that I really like about this, first and foremost, I carried this back into the store along with all my camera gear, my laptop, the charger bag, and a couple of other things under my arms. So it's very easy to carry, very portable, 21 pounds. For that 21 pounds, it packs a lot of punch. It's got 3 speeds, so depending on what you're doing, if you're diving with other divers and just feel like hanging out and towing behind the scooter, you can do that in first speed, and maybe even second speed if you're with Speedy Gonzalez divers. The third speed will take you against a decent current. It takes you cross current, does a lot of things. The application I can see for it, for me personally, is catching lobsters. Because a lot of times it's tough to go side to side when you're in a current and get to those holes that you know there's lobsters in. You just know it, and that's usually because you can't get there, so that's why you know that there's lobsters there.
You can cover a lot of ground.
That's right. The next thing I really like about the scooter is that for somebody with limited mobility, this is perfect. And every year, more and more people with limited mobility are getting into the water. Especially with the 3 speeds, they can dive with a group where they wouldn't normally be able to do that if they either just can't quite kick right, or they tire easily, or whatever the overall handicap is. This can solve a lot of problems. And so in that circumstance, it gives a lot of freedom to people who might not otherwise have it. So that gets a big thumbs up with me. With this scooter, it's very easy to charge. As Terry showed you at the beginning of this video, you just take the top off and plug it in. Well, you have to unscrew a cap, but it's real easy. And so I charged it up the night before the dive and just slapped it back together in a couple of minutes. It was ready to go. Got to the dive boat, no muss, no fuss. It was easy to carry to the boat. I strapped it to a pole. It wasn't in anybody's way because it's very compact. And when we got down there, no big thing. It's just slightly negative with the weight system that's on it right now. And with that, I was actually able to swim with it off. I started smoking the cameraman, so I had to turn off the scooter so he could keep up. So with that, I just swam with it, and it wasn't really that big a deal. Real easy. So when you're not using it, you can just sort of hold on to it, and when you are using it, it does what it's supposed to do. How much more can you ask than that? So at the end of the day, I really liked it. I think it's a great scooter and a great value for the money too. So go get it.
Awesome.